okay, pretty well, very special new people. Can you do the teaching? And then you try it, they can do dancing. Anyway, in Buddhism say, even, they don't have any idea whatever we have said, but they heard the teachings, sound, and they hear that they put the imprint. This is so good. And of course you know the meaning, of course, very strong, big imprint, but even you don't know, but you heard that the sound, teaching, chantings, it puts imprint on your mind. And one day, when you meet a condition, then they become
right.
Therefore, anyway, very nice to see you again. Then also we have 2 days for the Chinese New Year, most Asian New Year, most Asian world. Because Tibetan and the Chinese New Year, sometimes together, sometimes different. I think this year we have 1 extra month. We have 13 months. Usually international they have only 12 months. But in Tibet especially we have 13 months. Therefore we say, if you count that count, even you say I'm maybe, we say 25, just 25. But you really maybe 30, 27 or yes, because you are not extras. Then we Buddhism always say very important to whatever you do, activities, motivation is very important. And when you do go to teaching, is the go to the course, whatever you do teach, whatever you do practice, it is go to cause of the Buddhahood.
Good. Yes. It contributes. It becomes a cause for Buddhahood.
Buddhahood. It depends your motivation. When you do, example, 3 ball station here, you say, I'm going to 3 ball station. For the motivation is free for us from
from the suffering of lower realms.
That kind of motivation, in Paul station, does not go to the cause of the Buddha.
Okay. If you have that motivation, then it doesn't become a cause of Buddhahood.
Yeah. This can't be called, this is a Yehuchuma.
This is the small scope of practitioner.
Yeah. Then, even you don't have that kind of motivation, it's a little difficult. If you say, okay, I don't want to any problems, this life, just this time, then you do 3 ball station. This is also, we said, not going to the real Buddhas. Because not you nyamle number tapan dogmas.
Ngenju?
No, not you.
Nangchu.
Nyamle number tapan.
Yeah, this isn't a purely Buddhist practice, actually.
Not.
Yeah, it isn't. Yeah.
Therefore, and we always, whatever we do, we say, this life red, are you going to do? I don't want to see, I don't want that, my family doesn't need to do some praise, something like that. But like that, with your real practice, you need to only choose 3 motivations. The first small scope is that you just, motivation is free from the lower realms, that you do whatever you do. Study, recite the mantra, or you read the books. The motivation is just only you thinking free from the lower realms. Those can't be called the small scope. Okay. Then middle scope.
Yeah, medium scope.
Medium scope.
Yeah.
Is also you do prostration, same. But your motivation is, if I am free from the suffering of the lower realms, but still I'm not free from the samsara. Therefore, I want to be free from samsara. Therefore, I'm going to do prostration or practice, whatever you do. That kind is
Middle school.
middle school. This is also virtue also not going to directly the cause of Buddha.
Yeah.
Then the school.
Great
School. Great school is you think about, oh yeah, even I'm free from the samsara, I'm free from the low realms, I'm free from samsara, but how about all sentient beings, all mother beings? Sometimes, especially this country, mother and child are not very, very good. Some people, not us, not very good connection. But most mothers, also fathers, we have to include the fathers. Otherwise, their fathers very hard working Then anyway, father, mother is very, I think mother is more strong because feeling. But our father is also, of course, but they're very all kind for all of them for us. Buddhism believe to future life, past life, future life. Is correct? Therefore, we have to born.
This one is hard to remember. So there are four types of birth that can occur. So Naki is born from a womb, born from egg, yeah, born from moisture,
Yeah.
and born from warmth.
Moisture is what?
Moisture is like wet.
Oh, yeah, not.
The Naki,
Not Troche is moisture.
Troke is warmth.
No, Naki.
Naki is womb,
Warm.
and then Troke
Yeah.
is warmth, right?
Warm.
Yeah, from
Warm.
warm.
Warm, yeah.
Yeah, from warm.
Dichi.
Ziki.
Dichi means they don't need to father and mother, just
Miraculous. Oh, miraculous birth,
Miraculous.
yeah, and then an egg. Okay, we
Okay.
got them all. Thanks.
We have all four, right?
4 types of birth.
Yeah, 4 times birth. Now we all Troche. No, Naki.
Naki, yeah.
We
We're
all-
all born from a womb.
Wombs, mother's wombs. Therefore, when future, past, any time you are born to Naki,
We're born from a womb.
wombs, we need to father and mother, any mother. Therefore we say, countless, we born many times, we don't know how many times, when we start to born. Sometimes we born female, sometimes male, sometimes animals, sometimes cows, sometimes cats, sometimes beautiful dogs, and sometimes very, what we call it, kings, little small dogs, Even we have countless, sometimes we go into the outside squirrels. Therefore, whenever we born to the womb, we need to mother. Therefore, we say, all sentient beings did our mother.
Have been our mother.
Have been mother, okay? We not say all sentient beings your mother. It's a little different, okay? You understand, right?
Yeah.
We say, have been mother.
Yeah,
Because, example, you've been teenagers, correct?
yeah.
But we are not teenager, right? Are you guys teenagers? No, right? Maybe they are teenager almost. Me almost, it's me. Grey, lot of grey hairs. But anyway, but we've been teenagers. But we are not teenager, right? Right now. Therefore, all centuries we've been our mother, father. But we not say they're all our father and mother. Otherwise, there are a lot of contradictions. Ripa, you know what?
Huh?
Ripa.
Ripa.
Yeah. Logic.
Yeah,
Logic.
logically contradictory. Yeah.
Contradictory, right? You guys in here understand? Therefore, we say all centuries been our mother. Therefore, they all been kind. Because same as this life, mother, father, how they come for us. Like that, all centuries they did. Therefore, all centuries will come for us. Therefore, even I free from lorum, even I free from the samsara, but how about all other beings? They're all suffering. Then you say, okay, how can I help? We cannot. We have good motivation, help them. We have not power, ability.
Yeah, it's a bit
That's correct.
Yeah.
We don't have ability to help all sentient beings free from all the sufferings. Therefore, now what to do? For example, if you have a problem, we have a lot of problems, right? Something problem, we go to the lawyer. But we don't have ability to solve the problems. The lawyer has ability to solve the problems. Correct?
Yeah. Some problems.
Some problems.
Sometimes.
No. Some problems. No. Just anyway, our best refuge is lawyer, right? Anybody has any problem, we say, oh, look for a lawyer. We believe, yeah, the lawyers have the power, ability to solve our problems. Not all of them. Anyway, like that. Then, like example, now we say, okay, now what to do? I don't have ability there. Power, then who has? Only Buddha. Then I get that one question. Even Buddha has ability, then what happened for us? It's still yes, Lord. Sometimes it's Lord problems. Right?
Yeah.
We say Buddha has ability to free from all suffering, but if Buddha have not enough compassion, if Buddha have looking for, he takes some pick up, this is nice, I'll take help. Let's just leave that. Just hear that? Say with you, no. Buddha has compassion, ego. Ego. Okay, if I say wrong, then everybody say, fix okay?
Okay.
For example, sun has ability give the shine.
Yeah, to shine.
To shine all the world. Correct? But he said, what happened here? There's no shine here. But this is not sun's fault. This is the fault, this roof. Because we put roof here, sun cannot, because we block.
Right.
We block that, right? Like that, now Buddha has ability to free from all sensuous free from suffering, but we are not doing what Buddha said. We not follow Buddha's advice. Therefore, we always stuck here. One hand go to the, we walk the very dump, right?
Drum a bridge.
No, it's a dump. When you walk, go to,
Fall.
very, some place very to...
Sing?
Yeah, sing.
Sing.
How you say? We walk, then...
Quicksand, maybe, yeah.
Mud.
I don't know.
Quicksand?
I don't know. When you walk some place,
Yeah.
very dirty place, the...
On the mud?
Mud.
Oh, mud.
Mud.
Yeah.
that's good.
We walk on mud. We check out the feet up, then another feet go down, right? They let them go down, like that. We always sometimes, some place we go down, some place we again go down. We have some hand little getting better, then other things happen, right? Like that, what happened for us? Buddha has patience for even all sensitive, but what is wrong for us? Because this is not Buddha's fault. It's not Buddha has not compassion for us.
It's not that Buddha doesn't have compassion
Okay.
for us. Right?
Thank you. For us, we don't do Buddha's advice. Then we say, okay. Many people think, what Buddha advice for us? Buddha is an example. He said, don't do any 10 non-virtues. You guys all know 10 non-virtues, right? 10 non-virtues is not only Buddhism, it's all religions. They call maybe different names. I think the Christian they call 10 commandments. Correct? Now if you do anything, things you broken the laws, right? They're all problems. Therefore, don't do that. If you do that, you have trouble. But we know that, but we always follow that, right? We know this is not good, but we always just so slowly, just then for example, angry, jealous, hatred. Buddha said, don't do that. If you do that, you never get Buddhahood. But we wish to Buddhahood, full happiness, but we doesn't do what the cause of the Sanjaya do.
We don't create the causes of Buddhahood.
That's correct. Therefore we stay here. Then now we say, okay, I want to help for all sensitive, but now I don't have ability. Then what to do? First, you have to free from by yourself or free solving. Therefore, you have to achieve enlightenment. Correct? Then you have the power, then you can try to many things. Therefore, first, the motivation, the great or big or great, great scope or persons.
Yeah, the person of the great scope.
Yeah. The motivation is you go to politician. Samchen tamshugo cheta. Sanje tope juno shunyabe.
Yeah. So when you do, if you're a person of the great scope, when you do the 3 prostrations, the motivation is that may I attain enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings.
Okay, this is the great scope.
Yeah.
So motivation. Then same, you do prostration till it's same, right? But the change is motivation. You have different motivation. Therefore, always, anytime, whatever you do, practice, prostrations, lesson, you say, I'm going to, even you come to the center, before you come, you set up the motivation. You say, I'm going to center today, to lesson teachings, for benefit of all sentient beings. Achieve enlightenment. Like that. Therefore, that kind of motivation, anytime, every puja, whatever you do, that's very important. That's correct. Then today we talk about this book. Today's subject is not very nyembo.
Nyembo.
Nyembo means visible.
Yeah, like not easy to hear. Nice to hear.
Very nice to hear, yeah. It's not nice to hear for all of us. There are also certain, especially the Westerns, they doesn't like to hear this sound. I heard the Lord, we don't want to talk that too much. But it's, if we like or not like, it doesn't matter, it's happened, it's in reality. Then today's subject is not very nice words, or not very nice to practice. Even this talk about, you have to call it what is that? Experience. This kind you have to experience. For example, you say, what is that? Anyway, everybody have a lot of different experiences, right? Good things, bad things. Then whatever you activity, you have to feel, this happened, that can't, You have to like that, you have to think about it. That's very important. Therefore, this morning I read this book. I thought maybe, today's students maybe don't like this. But I'm joking that you guys really a lot useful, also good practice. The real serious thinking then doesn't matter. Usually, especially Westerns doesn't like to talk about the dead. But today we have to think about a very, really serious thing about that. Right? And remember where are we? It is before the day 11. Got it?
Page 318, is that the blue book?
Okay.
Page 318.
What section is it?
150.
Good job. Okay. Therefore, then we say one caution. Buddhism always talk about bad things. Very nice thing. False. Then why he talk about all this dead? Yeah, the Lord pages talk about that. Alright? This is a reason why we they give again to push the student to dead. We have to think about that. Now, right now, We are not thinking about death, right? But death is certain. We don't know when it come back.
Yeah.
Certain.
Do you guys understand?
Uncertain. Yeah.
Uncertain, okay. Then after death, we believe, Buddhism believe. Who can benefit for us? Only Dharma. When we go down, when we die is when we stop the beginning with die, right? Die, your body just leave the cord, right? You rich family, you put very nice box. You're not really, then you just plastic box. Okay, look at wood box. Anyway, cause that, the person of Mars not there. Because we call corp, right? We don't say body. No, we don't say personal body. We put in the corp.
Yeah, we might say body, but we don't call it a person anymore.
Right? They show us, even we believe, we say, oh, we just talk about the body. I don't know, we believe or something, we sometimes say they talk, maybe they think that master that, but even the logic we see, we call corp. They show us that logically the person not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Then even when we born from the mother's womb, what do we bring with us? Our body. But when we die, just leave that. Then what we take with us? Negative karma and positive karma. We have two karmas. Negative action, positive action. Therefore you have very strong negative action, then he has more power. He take into a negative place. We call it hell realm, 3 hell realms. If you have positive action, you have more power because they bring to the higher rebirths. Therefore, now only everybody has to be high rebirth, right? Good things. We don't need to put terrible hell realms. Therefore, now who's hell? Only Dharma. Therefore, we don't think in the dead, we don't think in the Dharma. Therefore, they talk about, we have to, in order to learn about practice, therefore we have to think about that. We have that, many reasons, many logicals, right? Therefore, they're talking many, not, we really done before, usually they have 10 different methods.
Yeah.
No, 9.
Yeah, nine different methods.
Methods, we really gone. We say, first them 3, then 3 is also 3, 9.
Yeah, so
So
like
also-
the first one is the death is definite, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one is the time of death is unsure. And then the third one is that at the time of death the only benefit is dharma. Right?
Yeah, that's correct. Then each one also 3. They all be gone. Now we talk about Chivi Namba Gomba. Chivi.
Yeah, so now we are talking about the Namba Kadu
Chivi Namba Gomba.
meditation on the aspects of death. Right?
Oh, that's correct. Now we have a lot of logics. Because you die, because you die, because you die. If you have any other things, they're not benefit you, they're not benefit you, they're not logics. Excuse me. They're all done. Now we have to meditate you to die. Are you guys ready? Anyway, first I like to read this to start. Are you guys got the place?
Yeah.
Good, you know, you guys very good. Because we didn't do this couple months. This shows very good. You guys think about it. Memory is very good. We start to, I don't know what page, guys. Even Chivinamagoba. As a second meditation to bed.
Yeah,
Like that?
meditation on aspects of death.
Okay. From that to before the 11.
Right, okay.
Okay?
So all of them should be.
All of them. Yeah, I have the two pages.
Yeah, with the Tsongkhapa over it.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna read this entire thing.
Also, this a little bit also slowly, a little bit think about it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. This is an instruction from my precious Guru. Although it mainly centers on how to pursue meditations on a practical teaching, it is said to be good to contemplate in this way. You should recall the things said in either the text Compassionate Refuge or Panchen Lama Losang Chuki Gyaltsen's petitions made to be freed from the perilous road of the Bardo. Examine just what will happen when you die. Then when you are approaching death, as it says in the Panchen Lama's petition for the Bardo, when the doctor gives me up and rituals no longer work, when friends have given up hope for my life, when anything I do is futile, may I be blessed to remember my Guru's instructions. In other words, the sickness gets worse despite proper medical treatment or rituals. The things the doctor tells you are not the things he is telling everyone else. Your relatives and friends tell you only nice things to your face, but get together in secret behind your back and agree that you will die. You display various nasty internal and external symptoms. Your body heat dissipates, your breathing is labored, your nose becomes constricted, your lips are contorted, your complexion is pallid, and so on. You regret your past sins, but have not sufficiently expiated them, or refrained from repeating them, or practiced virtue purely. Your fatal illness causes you suffering, and the signs of the progressive dissolution of the elements appear. Diverse, terrifying hallucinations are blocking the immediate appearances of your present life. Your bodily aggregates are rolled up in a blanket, put in a corner of your room, and hidden behind a curtain. People light a cheap butter lamp for you. If you are a lama or the like, they will dress you in your initiation costume to make you look presentable. You may now work hard to have a good house or warm, soft clothes and carpets, but when you die, your body will be folded in three, trussed up with a leather strap, left on the bare earth or rocks, and so on. At present you may enjoy the most delicious food, but in the future you will have to live on the smell of burnt offerings made for the dead. At present you may be called such nice things as Geshe, Sir, or Venerable Monk. In the future, a time will come when your body will be called corpse, and you will be called the late Mr. So-and-so. Whenever you lamas see your initiation costume, it should remind you that when you die, your remains will be decked out in it. When we see our blanket, it should remind us that our corpse will be wrapped in it. This is how much remembrance we need. J. Milarepa said, "The terrifying thing called corpse now lives in this channels of the yogi's body. This is what the body is indeed." After death, you will go to the Bardo, where you will be unimaginably frightened and will have hallucinations of dust storms and firestorms, of being buried under avalanches or mounds of earth, of being surrounded by whirling firebrands, of being swept away by water or winds, and so forth. Some lamas claim to give dead people's consciousnesses a sound introduction to the Bardo and perform the introduction ritual next to the corpse's head. Yet the time to give a true introduction to the Bardo is now. It is more beneficial to do this before one dies. We can always be sure of enjoying food and drink, but when we are dying we won't even have the chance to say, "Help me sit up." How certain that we will not practice Dharma at such a time, since we do not practice even now, when we are alive and well. All the same, these rituals of introducing the corpse's consciousness to the Bardo may be slightly helpful, because the blessings of the Buddhas are inconceivable. A source for the meditations on the aspect of death is engaging in the deeds of bodhisattvas. Go into charnel grounds, other people's skeletons and my own body are subject to decay. When will I see that they are the same? When someone dies and his bones are scattered in a charnel ground, consider that his bones are no different from your own. In time you will judge them to be the same. The corpse in the charnel ground were originally like your body. A human being used to cherish them. The great adepts of India used to hold human thigh bones or skulls. They did not do this because they wanted to look terrifying or threatening. It was to increase their awareness of aspects of death. Even a skull cup was once in a person's head. So he cherished his head, and even when his fingernails slightly scratched it, he would say, "Ouch!" If you are an ordinary monk, you will leave your monk cell empty when you die, and someone else will move in saying, "Oh, he died that number of days ago." Someone else will wear your saffron robes and say, "They used to be so-and-so's, I bought them." Likewise, a time will definitely come when other people will buy the furniture, clothes, and so on that you cannot use anymore, and use them. This is why the seventh Dalai Lama, Kelsang Gyatso, said, "In time I will lose even these possessions. I am pleased with these borrowed gems." In other words, they are only for just a short time. If you cannot bring yourself to think about your own death, go and witness someone else dying. It is impossible that you will not recall this instruction at such a time. Unless we have never thought about this, how could we not be afraid when we see a strap used to bind corpses? This is the amount of fear we need to have. We may die before we wear our saffron robes. For example, think about it. Our lives are extremely short. These things are discussed in instructions given to the King of Sutra. Gendun Tenzin Gyatso's Red Hat lam-rim discusses how meditation on impermanence can be an antidote to getting fat at a time when you have access to magnificent clothes, food, and so forth. Whenever you see your possessions, that is, your clothes and so forth, always think, these are only masquerading as my things. There will come a time when other people will divide them up among themselves, and I don't doubt they will say, these belong to the dead person. And I now cherish my body and look after it. But a time will come when it will turn into what is called a corpse. If I were to see it then, I would be terrified. I would be nauseated if I touched it. It will be tied with a rope, and they will do all manner of things to it. Think how your leftover barley flour will be used in offerings, how the rituals of introduction to the bardo will be performed next to your head, and so on. Some other persons will handle your skull saying, this is his skull, the quality is not too bad. Such a time is coming, and from now on you ought to do things you will not regret. The criterion for having developed realization into death and impermanence in your mind stream is that you will want to be like Geshe Ngawang Tenley.
Good. How's it? You have some feeling? It's not really nice to her, right? But you think this is the truth?
Yes.
They talk about here the lukso, Jang, lukso,
The Tibetan system?
Yes, custom.
Yeah, Tibetan customs, yeah.
But here's the put to box, right?
Yeah.
When Tibetans they die, they go wrapped.
Yeah, they fold the body up actually, like your knees are up at your chest, and then they put a strap around the body. They bind it very tightly.
Yeah, because they're not killing; they're killing the yaks. No, yak.
Mm-hmm.
They put the yaks. Yak king. They lama king, mora king,
Huh.
Pela motayo mora. Tibetan people
Yeah.
they were there to kill the yaks.
Yeah.
You cannot yaks to the tear body like that.
So they bundle you up as like a kind of a package.
Yeah, package.
They have to carry you up the mountain on a yak.
Yeah.
So.
You have to one side we put body, one side some other things. This,
Yeah. You guys know, like it's
Saddle.
kind of like saddlebags.
Yeah,
on a
bags
horse.
like that. They talk about that, Then because high mountains, sometimes we also burn, sometimes they cut, then we cut down with the birds.
Yeah.
Also they talk about behind the ring jabal. They block here, the bodies here, then they block some cover.
Yeah. So like also in the, like I guess we would call a wake or whatever, but when a person dies in a house, they erect like a curtain.
Yeah.
And then usually a lama comes, right?
Yeah, lama comes.
Yeah, and sits, and the corpse is behind the curtain.
Yeah, then the bar lamp, they put one bar lamp.
Mm.
Like that. This is a Tibetan custom. This is a true coming, right? Now here, sometimes we maybe, even here, we believe persons' final deaths understand very important. We usually say, therefore, here a little difficult, right? When people die, they took the place, but the freezer.
I think he's talking about the determining when someone is actually dead. Yeah. So the definition of death is slightly different for Tibetan Buddhists than it is for most Western societies, where if you're not breathing and your heart isn't beating, you're dead here. But there's life, you are still hanging around in the Tibetan custom, and there's a certain period that you have to wait before you can actually dispose of the body.
Just couple, I'm still there, one Geshe also passed from the garden of Sera. He just one Geshe, he passed away. Now there are 12 days, still they keep the body.
Took them, right? So this is like there's a phenomenon called tukdam, which is when an advanced meditator who has done the kind of tantric yogas with the body, with the channels in the body, when they pass away, they can actually take advantage of the process of dissolution of the consciousness to enter into a very profound state of meditation at the subtlest level of life. Like you are basically dead, their body is like not breathing and the heart is not beating, but the consciousness is gathered into the central channel, and then they meditate there for an extended period of time. So although the person is not breathing and the heart isn't beating, the body doesn't putrefy at all.
Right.
So, so then if we don't understand those types of things and then we just like take that body and burn it or something, that's really bad.
Like that, because then we say, how we know? So we not believe, the doctor says that, how we know? We went and check on the skin. But now we do this, they all go away. Then we can check the body, the skin still go away, they shows that still there. Then some other side, then some blood come from.
Yeah.
No blood.
Yeah, that's a very common, it's like one of the common sign is when fluids or some blood issues from the nostrils, or I've read in some sutras from the ears, or
Like that, if they don't have the signs, then we say still there, very certain consciousness, then say don't touch. But here, people die, couple minutes comes hours, no choice. Then no, we have to they check. I don't know what to do. Anyway, the sense we die, the people doesn't want to see the body, because people don't want to touch. Even whatever they like to see on the body. After they die, we call cold. Everybody says, it's cold. What is it? Cold.
corpse.
Like that. Now they talk about it. Anyway, here they put the box, go to the, we call the
Funeral home.
They put the fridge, like that. Now we're going to a little bit explain that. It's very clear, very clean. We don't need to very details, right? The main thing is, they say, what do you, right now we are not thinking about I'm dry. Are you guys thinking about I'm dry? I'm not thinking about it. If I say, really I'm dry, but I'm not thinking about I'm certain to die. But they say you have to certain to think about die. Then you don't know, then just go to see, go to the front where people die. Right? Yes.
Yeah.
You can feel. Therefore, what do you call it? What happened after I die? What people do for me? Like that you have to think about that. What my family is, what they do. You just think about meditation, but you have to think about all. You die and they put the small box to your ashes. Right? You have to think about what happened for me. Like that happened, what happened for me? You have to think about it like that. We die, the daughter say, first, here they say, we take the medicine doesn't work. We do a lot of pujas. Puja is also not too much fixed. Then daughters, I think here the daughters are very honest. She say, oh, you'll die in 6 months. Right? Even the Tibetan, they don't say directly. That's correct. Even you're going to die with sunrise, are you okay? I think here the daughters really, because the Buddhism also, even people do die, very important to those kind of persons are very bad, unwanted things. Dhamma-nyimba. Yeah.
So we don't want them to hear like unpleasant things, if they are getting close to the moment of death. So
yeah. Therefore, even daughters, some people say, I'm dying, oh, I'm dying, then very shocked, then very scared. Then very scared, the moment you die, you're very scared of some, like that, they die, then they cause also you become hellbound. The moment you die, you think about some vichita, compassion, meditation, your teachers think about that. They all cost to you on the higher ground. Therefore, the Tibetan Buddhism, talk about things are dead. And also we have to remember when we die, what we think they teach for us. Therefore the daughters doesn't say honest, even they say, oh, are you okay? You're just nice things. They show you hope for you. You don't lose your hope. Then your family say, oh, you're okay. If they go back, they say, oh, he or she's died. That's what to do. They just discuss it. Look, those kind of reason is not to say directly, because you say directly, then you hope, because you're very nervous, right? Everybody is nervous, right? If you're very, very, traditional, then you don't care. But for us, ordinary people, we try to hope something to do, right? In the last month, I was in India, one of my teachers, you guys already saw the email, the which was teaching Kanju Lama, he came here. When I was right there a couple of days, then he went to the checkup. Then they found he has a very bad liver cancer. He is also 91 years old. Then they say, we will go into, check out surgery. And then he said, no, what I want to do is, it's okay, I'm dying. It's time to, I'm really old. It's okay. Then before he died, when he want to die, then when, he have to commit also metata, the fire.
So his cremation?
Cremation. Everything, these are the deads. Then he also just, the meditation, I think just only 3 days. Then he want to also commit 25th, the Bhajan Yogini day. Then exactly also, he told them to, Bhajan Yogini day is to commit my body. Even he not died before he really told. Like that, those kind of very high practitioners, whatever we call, or you go to die tomorrow, then, they don't mind. Or they really have all the practice for us, very scared, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Therefore, the 12 daughters or family members, even they know, they don't say very directly, oh, you died. So, you're okay. And then go back to, oh, there's something happened. The reason is that they don't want, you lose your hope. They don't want you think too many things. Otherwise, we say, you guys tomorrow, then we have to think about a lot, right? What to do, what happened. Like that, therefore, here they say, better to, before you die, we have to explain for you what you think about you die, what's benefit for you die, what cannot benefit for you die. Therefore, better to like that. Then you don't think about your die, then you go to the, the pension also chije. I'm just a little bit pick up here, okay? Yeah. You guys really read the books, then we don't need to just one by one. That's,
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm just pick up piece there. The pension also chije say, if you think you are not die, just go to the sick person and die. So go to the front. How about me? I'm like that. Then you say, oh. Because we can think that that is a certain. Doesn't matter you're rich. That is right. Doesn't matter you're very famous. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter you're very handsome or beautiful. That. Doesn't matter you have big power. Just come in there. No one can. The worldly things, if you're rich, then you can do something, give some money. Even India and China, they'll do a lot. I don't know here. You do a lot of things, whatever you want. That debts come in, then no one can do anything. Then if you don't think like that, then just go to the sea of the person or something die, go to the front. How about I'm like that? Then you think about it, okay, what happened, I'm dying. What do I have any for example, when we have here there's a big snowstorm coming next week. Everybody say go to shopping, enough to your food, your fridge. Then everybody go to the shopping, your fridge is full. Then you are feeling even the very bad storms okay, snowstorm coming, it's okay, I have enough food. You'll feel like that. So
You're prepared.
prepare. Then you think, oh, I'm really this person who die or something. I'm really like that, and do I prepare to for anything's benefit for die? Is correct?
Yeah. So when you see other people who are dying and then you think that you share the same condition, do you also feel prepared for the eventuality that can happen anytime?
Therefore, when the texts occur with Bardo means what's the intermediate?
Yeah, the intermediate state. The bardo is the state between. Can I just explain?
Yeah.
Okay, so like in Tibetan culture, after you die, after you finally do leave the body that you're in, there is a brief state in between bodies before you actually are reborn in another life, which is usually described as a kind of phantasmagoric, nightmarish kind of dream state, where you see, like it describes in here, a lot of visions that you see, like a tornado or a blazing fire or monsters or all of these different things, and eventually you begin to see the parents of your next life like in coitus, and then eventually your consciousness enters between the genitals of the parents as the sperm and the egg come together, and that's how you get implanted in like the next body, next life's body.
Okay, like that, pray for like that.
Yeah, so the bardo is like liberation in the bardo is a famous prayer in Tibetan culture that they do for someone who's passed away, where the lama kind of recites the prayer to explain to the person who's dying the terrifying things that they are seeing are just like images from the bardo, and to try to help them towards a higher rebirth. It can become confusing. The consciousness can become terrified, and then it's like very difficult to determine where you're going to be born. You can become thrown to the winds of your karma in a way.
Therefore, when you're going to die, like that time, you have to think about the place to lam-rim temple.
Yeah. So then this is the which one was it? It was the
lam-rim temple.
Yeah. So where is that?
Just on that.
Just looking for the name of the text. Penchen Losan Chugen. The petition made to be freed from the region of the bardo. That one.
Yeah. Lam-rim temple. She said that time you have to think about the teacher's advices. What?
Yeah.
Teacher's advice, the teachings when you die. This is very important. Hold this many times. Even you're a very bad person, you're a very bad person. You do a lot of negative karma. And the moment you're dead, you're very strong, positive, motivational thinking.
Yeah.
They cause to you next level, you definitely bring to that higher realm. Then next depends on how you do. Therefore, the moment you die is very important to think about compassion with each other, loving kindness, then teachers, advisors, meditation like that. Therefore, at the moment you die, it's very difficult for us to think about that. Because I'm to die, too sad, But you need to more familiarize. Therefore, we say, oh, you die, then you have to think about that. You die. They always we study. What we think, what we have to think about that time. Even the moment I have to opportunity or ability, a little bit thinking, what I have to think like that, what I have to pray for like that. Therefore, we teach for, what you call it, again and again. This is yes.
If a person is non-virtuous and they are going to be reborn in a lower realm, will their death experience be different than a virtuous person?
Is it different, like the experience of dying?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Experience when you are very negative action, negative person. Also when you die, you have negative action, something angry, like something with attachment, then even you die, you are very scared. Feeling. Because your body is very weak, you cannot move anything. You can so sad that your feeling is. You can see that some people are going to die. They show their tears. Those kind of people are very strong, scared. God, very. Those kind of people, nothing to hope, nothing to protection. Therefore, then they have no idea, then they are Lord. Also, during the death time, their feeling is they can, no.
Like visions kind of appearances.
Yeah, given visions, they are Lord scare things. Therefore, very unpeaceful like that kind. And who has very strong, more, positive motivation or positive action, then very good practice, then they will die, very peaceful. Because they think about very positive things. They don't think they're going to die like that. They experience to die. They just think about maybe compassion, bodhicitta, kind of like that. Those kind of doesn't cause to die. They're very scared.
Right.
Like that, it's different. Therefore, now this text says, when you to die, start to getting cold, then your breath is not very strong, then your nose become a little bit like this, then your mouth become like this. You cannot breathe like this. No, this is in the Tantra. Kusum lamchir. Kusum lamchir.
Kusum lamchir.
It's okay.
Yeah, the three cycles and lamchir.
Yeah, lamchir. In Jochuku, Paduroko, Kyotuku. Anyway, in the Tantra.
Yeah, so these are the different descriptions about death, I guess, from Tantra.
Yeah, Tantra, yeah. They show so. We have 4 elements, right? Sa, Cha, Me, Lu. When...
So fire, water, air.
Fire.
We know the 4 elements, right?
Yeah, Sa, Cha, Me, Lu.
Fire, water, air, and earth.
Yeah. Right now, that wind very strong. Wind holding for our soul.
Yeah, so in tantric understanding of the body, the wind element or air is the one that's life is tied up with that one. So I think it has to do with the fact that you breathe while you're alive.
And it's sag niba nyamni chulatam.
So the earth element dissolves into water.
Yeah.
So the fire element dissolves into air.
Yeah. The last second longi so niba kadi
so as these elements kind of like dissolve or collapse one into the other, they come down to the very last one, which is air, and when that one finally releases, then you are dead.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a Tantra, but they have very, very detailed explanations for the many. We have also different
visions.
Lot of different visions when there's those kind of coming. Like that, then they teach for very details. Then we have to think about that. And what happened? Even I'm that person. Even I'm like that kind of person. What can I do? Like that, we have to practice before you die. Then you die. One time death is dead very bad, but once death is happened. Every you high, low, rich, famous, powerful, doesn't matter, everybody. If it happens to me, then you are just more stable, and you don't lose much things. Because the Buddhism always talk about death. The reason is the shika, shivikaulaya. And the namda mepa, maya chidris. Namda is very scared.
So the reason for Buddhism discussing and bringing up death all of the time is so that at the moment of death, you don't give rise to extreme terror or fear of the process is something you're familiar with.
Yes, you have a question.
I did. I don't know if it's appropriate to ask or not, but when you mentioned about very high lamas, you mentioned one in the reading that when he passed away, he was still in meditative mode for 12 days post, our definition of death. What's going on in there within the lama? Like, where are they going or what are they doing? Can you talk a little bit about that or not really?
That he's not going anywhere. He's just meditation.
Right.
Technically, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Right.
Yeah, he's not building, start, grow, rampa, low rampa, shiva rampa.
He's not having a rough,
Bardo?
or like, how do you say, the coarse consciousness or coarse wind is not visible, but the wind element is still functioning. So his mind is like riding that very, very subtle wind inside the body. So he's still alive. He's just in a deep meditation.
Yeah, the deep meditation.
So does that mean he can clearly navigate through the bardo much more efficiently than I'll say myself, as an example.
I think that's the idea, yeah.
Like, so he's driving the vehicle more or less, if you know what I'm saying, to his next rebirth. Is that too?
그냥 bardo did meet trouble. 그냥 bardo 나나 그 세월에 그 타고요 말.
Trouble,
그냥 그 세제마 그 how can I say Rangwang. Yeah. He can go under his own control to the next life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the idea.
Yeah. This is ongoing. Yeah. Therefore, we need also like that.
Yeah.
We study more because we are more, meditation emptiness, meditation loving kindness. Like that. Right now we just begin all our beginning that. Just step by step. Then more easy, Also one monk, just a couple months ago, he passed away. He also just regular monk. Then he's 18 days. 18 days. He got the liver cancer. Go to hospital. Then their story. Then for his relatives, also he's my cousin. He has also one sponsor for our Kurukulla Center. Then I don't know, maybe not, but then couple hours before then he died in hospital. He said, where I am now? And they said, you're the hospital. Then he said, better to in Sera, monastery. Then he asked, do you have His Holiness picture? Then, because this hospital, no one have it.
Yeah.
Then after a couple of hours, then they found all this picture. Then he said, okay, now I'm ready. Just prepare. Then he died. He said 18 days. Like that, they really prepared. Then they can ability to, stay meditation long. For us, we don't think we have a model to just try. Even, because
Yeah. So even if we can die just without fear or terror, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Then your question.
My question is, in that situation, what are the students and people around him doing to help at that time? To make him comfortable?
Oh, yeah. That time we say, remember, we have also a little discussion. That time, for example, family members, this they will die. Going the people who are going to die, we don't want to cry from them. If we cry from them, also they're very, unhappy, very sad, because you mix more, chub.
Yeah, attachment. You try. The idea is like basically if you have a familial relationship with those people, because the emotional bonds are so strong. If they see the loved one who is crying, it also arouses kind of I don't want to leave you, or I'm sorry that I'm dying, and so you don't want to disturb the mind of the person who's dying.
Well, I mean, in terms of the Lama who's already passed on in the 18 days. What is-
tuktam kapdu tene getu karachigore.
Correct.
Tene tuktam kapdu. The Lama goes into the tuktam. During that time, what should the students do?
Students do pray, practice, pray,
Yeah.
some other many different prayers.
Can I tell one thing?
Yeah.
So, like, I'm involved in a research study that's actually on this tuktam thing, and one very high Lama passed away, and I think he was maybe 18 or 19 days in tuktam, and we had the video recording of the procedure, everything that happened during the tuktam, and it was uninterrupted. For the entire time, there were always like 4 or 5 monks in the adjacent room continually doing the prayers and the puja, and then I think his main attendant was responsible for observing the body, so there is a daily process where they check the body for signs, and also relics, which was an interesting thing I never heard of. Did you know this? That Rick said?
No.
Like, he had a kind of a sheet over his body, some kind of cloth, and then they were using like the tantric spoon, like a very long, thin gold spoon with a handle, and they were finding these little like crystalline hairs like on the sheet that would appear like each day, and they were collecting them off into a container. So there's like a lot of ritual procedures that go, but they continue. For someone like this Lama was a very high Lama, so for someone like him, there was continual 24/7 like prayers going on, which he would be able to hear, like in theory. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. Like this happened. Also very high lamas. One happened, there's one Tibetan come in here, one lama, he died, he burst him small. After he just left the hair and the nails, they all just there. This very, very high practice like this. If you do it, this happen. And anyway, also the people die. I finished that. Then also who you the enemy, if you the luck, those kind of people cannot now go to the front of people who do die. It's correct?
Yeah.
No. After die it's okay, because it comes back. Before you die, that time, for example, if someone doesn't like the person, very strong enemy, go to that, then the people going to die, he can also get angry, emotion. They create the person going to also hell. Therefore, if you not very good friend with them, don't go with the friend. The people die.
Yeah.
This is luck, what to do, what to cannot do. Then what if now what's we? I don't know. Anyway, they talk about this color red. Right now our food is very delicious. We have very good foods. Clothes we have choose. When you die, you just smell. We put sur. 49 days people do sur misa. Some often I call it sur. Sur. They know English. Anyway, we bless some samba. Then we put the fire. The fire, the smoke. The people are going to die. They make the smoke, the pardo. They can feel the what do you call it?
So it's like feeding them.
Yeah, feeding.
It's similar to feeding the hungry ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, one day we have to happen this. Then our body is very thick, bad, very warm, very soft blankets. When we die, in Tibetan, put on the rock, on the do consciousness. And in Tibetan, people die, they put the cope
On the dole, on a huge, like usually the charnel ground is a rocky place, so they take the body and they lay it outside in some rocky place.
Yeah. Then here, we put the box, then the refrigerator. Or Tunukala sometime rest, you have to think about like that.
Yeah.
What happened if I'm like that?
Yeah, what he said. You have to think about that situation, that time. It will come for all of us. Like whatever they do to dispose of our body, we should really just think about it.
Because this teaching is for the monastery. They talk about all the lamas and monks and robes. They don't talk about it. Now this we just exchange to the lay people,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that.
So you're like, nice suit that you
Yeah.
wear on special occasions or whatever.
Yeah.
You just exchange that for the
One day.
initiation costume.
Exactly.
One day this suit will be worn by my corpse,
Yeah. Like that. Then Melareba say, cope is raw, is where the cope. Cope is next to you, correct?
Yeah.
What? All like that. Then also here there's usually also the Tibetan tradition, there's not Western tradition. People die, then they call the introduction to Bardo. And here the lamas go to the people die, introduction to Bardo. It is not very possible. Better to before you die, introduction to Bardo. Is correct?
Yeah.
Did I say correctly?
Yes, you said it correctly.
Yeah. Better to, what happened, you die, introduce you before.
Yeah, to be introduced to the Bardo before you die, so
yeah.
you're prepared.
Therefore, when you die, that time you have not ability, even you say, can you help me a little bit? Yeah, Dhamma.
Yeah,
You
right.
don't have ability, it is not possible to
Yeah,
understand you are really thinking about that thing.
yeah.
Can
So
say
you
more?
guys, it's like the part where it says when you're on your deathbed, it's even difficult to get out the words, help me sit up. So how much more difficult is it to try to do some kind of advanced meditation on Bardo or to learn about the Bardo in that state if you haven't already prepared yourself? So,
Therefore, the method of source is the Shantideva text. It's read.
yeah.
There's is the corp or the rupa.
Rupa bones.
Yeah, bones in the usually here not corpse, right? We don't see any rupas. When Tibetan also you can see you go to cemetery with a lot of people's bone there.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put above the ground and they're not too deep, just a little bit. Then some animal come there also. Even they do fire them, they're not complete like here. There are a lot of burns. And so you have to think about your burn and their burn is exactly the same, correct?
Yeah.
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 Some progress. Like that. Then, also they show us if you are Tavatacham, just single monk, don't keep too many things in your house. When you die, someone really remove this, everything is perfect like that. You don't leave too many things there. They show also for us also. Don't buy too many things. When you die, you cross complete, what do you call it? Gawa.
Full box?
No.
Or full.
Full, right? For example, we buy, of course you guys, even I go to the store, I saw. This country, what I buy, I have just 2-3 times things. Shoes, then socks, then what do you call it? Jacket, then this gauge, I don't have this kind. That's also what you call sorted. I go to the shores, then, no shores, it's Marshall, then, what do you call it? Macy. I go there. Of course, you guys, you can keep buying many things. For me, I'm just 2-3 things. Normally, they just go there, just nice sort of, very nice shoes. I like that, very nice, socks. Like that, we have strong attachment. We go to a lot of stores, then we buy one. But then we don't use it. Put that. One day we have to just throw out bread. I do every year, I do twice. I clean my clothes up. Usually I don't buy many things, but people give me a lot of things. So that just I have a lot of things to give in. Of course, you guys have a lot of things, especially this country has a lot of different things you can buy. And I believe you all, clothes is very tight. Right? Usually, we think about it. Then here also there, enough maybe 7 different clothes, enough for us, to our life. Because this country we don't need to be hardworking. In Tibetan, we have to go to the mountains inside the trees, then they call not our cloth. Here just driving, go to office, come back, driving, and they're not way to Lord, how do you call it, Sepa?
Where?
Sturdy.
Or,
Yeah,
Because they become, we cannot wear it because very old, how do you call it?
yeah, the clothes are tattered or worn out.
Tattered.
worn out, yeah.
There were, I think, maybe we have 7 different clothes, that's enough for, even you live that 95 years. I think so.
Yeah.
This country, if you're not construction, in construction there's a lot. Like that, anyway, here there's even your tower touch, you have just single mark. Don't keep your room too many things. When you die, someone just move there.
Yeah.
They can put things like that. You know, when they say monks, we study, we say, when you die, realize you know, sha dotong papa, sha dotong purva. You know, birds fly from the rock
Okay.
because there's nothing left.
Hmm.
Like that.
So, yeah, okay.
Is correct?
So it's like an idiomatic phrase. So you live, when a monk dies, it's like a bird alighting from a rock.
Because there's nothing to left.
Yeah. Bird doesn't carry anything.
Anything.
It doesn't have anything on the rock, so.
Well, therefore, you know, they talk about it in a way. Don't keep too many things. Usually, you know, our attachment, of course, yes, that even me, you know, just my room's almost full. No place to put things. Even I've got, you know, I have a lot of books. Even you go to my room, they know. So I like the books. Last year I go to India, I put tons of books. I come back, I say, oh no, I don't have place to put them. I want to ask Matthew, make some one more bookcase. Like the our attachment, even I really study a little bit that, but I have enough that, but our attachments, you know, that I like that. Then it's, we always follow attachment. It's better is try to stop the attachment. Don't keep too many things. Then think about a little bit death. Think about not just he going to die, she going to die, not like that. If I'm the person to die, what I'm feeling, what can I do, like that. And then a little bit study, a little bit practice, slowly. Then the main thing is we all have to, very important to a little bit contentment.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we don't have contentment, then never ever enough things. Contentment, correct?
Right.
Without contentment, then we have many things. Therefore, try to a little bit contentment, then try to a little bit practice death impermanent, and try to a little bit bodhicitta, compassion, loving kindness, a little bit just every day, you know, think about just a little bit meditation, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not too long, you know. Sometimes people say, I'm going to meditate in 1 hour, then 5, 10, 20 minutes, they're falling, you know. They show they're not very, what's it, focus, because they really lost their object, they just didn't come in. Not like that, you know, even the Buddha said, not important to very long, important is short is pitapo.
Pitapo.
It's perfect.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, short and perfect. Is correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very important. Short, perfect, mini. Like that, then I think not much to say here. And even also, you can read this again a little bit. Then try to, also main things now we touch for our body very touch, right? Then here this is a cough. Just don't touch too much. When you die, then no one wants to see, no one wants to touch. Therefore, don't touch too much. And also, once there was damage, is not don't eat, don't put clothes, not like that, okay? Also, we have to keep our body, eat, put the wounds, take care of the body, not touch too much. Even the, Nagarjuna said, when you eat, the motivation you eating is not, what you eating is not,
so I can get, so it's not so I can become beautiful or strong,
Yeah.
but as if it's medicine to maintain your health, to keep your body alive so you can practice.
Yeah, that's it. Here also there's a little bit, one tantri, one sutra. Like that, then anyway, don't touch too much our body. Then go to contentment. Then like that, then nothing much to say. Everybody read again. Think about if you have any questions, then translate. Any questions, then we stop here. Then any questions? Usually, questions very good. The meaningful question, not just one goal. But anyway, if you have meaningful question, they show us also you're learning something. And if you're thinking, you get unbelief. If you're thinking really these things, you get caution. If you don't think much, then you don't get much cautions. When I really taught in our monastery, my teacher said, you don't have any questions, you're not that. What happened for you? Just you whatever time you just put the water, something like that, like that, something that you have time. Of course here in monastery, we have like 24 hours study, just time.
Yeah.
Here, of course, you guys, one hand I'm very appreciate,
I like it, or I appreciate.
I think appreciate.
Yeah.
You have, usually with India and Nepal or that, in the United States it's heaven. Everybody say heaven. Everybody want to come here. But if you come here, everybody has a lot of trust. No. But a lot of walk. But you go walk very far away, all day walk, come back only Sunday day off, come here, practice very good. It's very important.
Yeah.
It's very correct. It's I very appreciate.
Appreciate.
I very appreciate, And slowly, even this country just started Buddhism almost just how many years?
Oh, well, I mean, I think
Depends.
intensely maybe 40 years, but
Yeah, like that.
but I mean, before that, then maybe
Yeah.
100 years ago or 125 years ago.
Yeah. He knows a lot. He had the Harvard profession and resources, I don't know. But anyway, not many years, but still you have a lot of influence good. And then slowly, don't think about I'm a very bad person, okay? You're not a bad person. When we think about that, we have to think always up and down. Sometimes you have very strong ego, you have to think about up. You're just baby. Anything's a lot higher persons of you, correct? When you Lord sometimes lose you hope, right? That time you have to think about down. How many things also Lord you? I'm here. And then with you have to put down your ego, then I call it Simshu. Simshu.
Strengthen your mind,
Your mind will be
raise
more-
your mind.
Raise your mind or you become more. I can do it like that. Always this is very good. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
The text, Geshe, is written for a case of like a final illness. Is it the situation any different in the case of like a sudden death, like getting struck by lightning or whatever?
Oh yeah,
Is it?
this is completely different.
Okay.
I'm talking about this is just die really normally.
Like old age or illness.
Yeah. Old
Yeah.
age, yeah. Sudden die, there are no time or not
Right, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
What's happened that, And this is a different.
It is different.
Different. And also Tibetan tradition, Tushu, maybe they fall the rocky mountain,
Yeah.
with the fire, Rocky Mountain, accident, then like that. This Tibetan code is not very good. I don't know what to do with that. But
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like basically it's difficult to do much of anything. So they say like, if you die by falling off a cliff or something, not a good idea. Try to avoid that.
A final illness is better than a sudden death.
I think that's the point, because the sudden, at least if you are aware that you are going to die, then you can take action. You can mentally think of something beneficial. If you're going down the street thinking about how much you hate somebody and a car hits you and kills you,
good,
what can you do?
Whatever I'm thinking about, talk about this is just, the normal death. Good. We not include the accident like that.
Right,
In Tibet, long term, we don't have accident, we don't have car. Because we just fall the Rocky Mountains.
Avalanche.
Sometimes some yak fall many times for me as well. They don't harm really. Sometimes they fall, then even they walk above the earth, then otherwise they just sour.
So there's like like when you travel through the mountains in Tibet where there's not like a lot of paved roads or whatever. I don't know if anyone's seen the Himalaya, that movie, the Himalaya. Has anyone seen that? Anyway, it's about people carrying salt over the Himalayas on yaks, but there's a part where they're on this sheer precipice on the edge of like 1,000-foot drop, and sometimes footing isn't steady and a rock will slip and then over the edge goes something. So I think he's talking about this type of thing.
If you fall, then you die. They usually just very flat place, you fall the horse, no problem. I was very, very, I can say, I'm very famous, I don't know, imagine.
Pride. You're a little bit proud?
Proud, I'm very good to horse riding. But I'm many times fall. Because very, people bring the very strong horses. Then they say, okay, please run my horse. Then they jump a little bit, they put very far away. But they don't harm it because we have also summer time. The place is very flat, there's nothing, no rocks, no anything. We just fall there, no problem. Like that, even the Rocky Mountain, then horse or yak, they fall, then we got to die also. Like that, anyway, yes.
There's a lot of effort made in this country to prevent death, even for the elderly. So if you have like a parent who's elderly but maybe no specific illness and they're home, if they have a heart attack and go unconscious or stop breathing, if you call an emergency like 911, they will come and try and resuscitate them to bring them back to life. Sometimes it's almost sort of aggressive. They push their chest, electric shock. Is that, unless you have a specific order, a written order not to do that, that always happens if you call 911. So is it better to, which is better, to try to prevent the death or to avoid that kind of situation?
This is a difficult, it may be, it's possible they can fix it or they can fix, I think maybe better to call otherwise, just live to die there. Maybe better to call, maybe it's possible also they can bring you back to life. I don't know, this is difficult to say.
There's also there was a really great course that I took on, it was a Buddhist course on death and dying. And you can write a living will. And then in the course we all created a death box, like a box that's kept somewhere in our house that contains the living will, and then things that you would never think of, but it's probably, I'm glad that I took the course. Passwords to all of your internet things.
You have no idea how important that is.
Bank account information for your spouse or your children or whoever it is, like all of the stuff that they would need to just make it easier for them to put things in order. But essentially the living will is a record that you can make and have signed in front of a lawyer or notarized or whatever that says, if I'm resuscitated, if I have a heart attack or something and you resuscitate me, but I'm only in a vegetative state and kept alive by machinery, let me die. or, to give that kind of information, so then your children or your loved ones are not left having to argue over what you would want or what you should do. Yeah. So that's like one way of kind of dealing with that same problem.
Yeah. This is true. This country has, sometimes the problem to kids, urge you what to do, what to not do,
Yeah.
It's a good idea maybe. People have ready to peace, prepare to die. Just things people not killing, Anyway, like that, whatever he said, this is good. Yes.
What is, we don't have much time here as a Westerner, to do all our all these practices that are given to us. What is something that it wouldn't take long to do to get ready for this on a daily basis to kind of practice your death? Something that doesn't take very long. Like, what should you specifically think? What is the most important things to get ready to do to kind of move on?
Most important thing is we not follow our mind. Don't follow our mind. If follow our mind always follow the ignorance. Right? Judgment, angry, jealous things, right? Don't always, whatever they think, go to do that. And try to think what to subdue our mind. Subdue, control our mind. This is very important. If you're going to get angry, try to come down. If you're going to get jealous, try to come down. If you try to get something, say bad words, or any friends or someone, try to not say. Going to get angry, just try to not angry. If you love, you can come down, you can control all them, then you're very easy to control everything. Because right now we are not controlled, right? You guys get angry, you can control? No. If you are jealous, can you control? No. We just follow jealous. When you get angry, just angry. We just follow. When you touch something, we just touch. We always follow that. That time, just try to bring back. But during that time, it's too difficult on the moment. Always, I don't want to follow the jealous. I don't want to follow the angry. I don't want to follow the attachment. Just what attachment, what to do, jealous what to do, angry what me, angry what for me make, what make for me. Always think about false, then the things coming that too easy to stop. Otherwise, very difficult to stop that time. Then like that.
So when we're in the practice of doing that, watching the anger, the attachment and stuff, that will help us when we're on our deathbed, going slowly to keep our mind in a pure thought.
This is also true. When you get very angry all the time persons, then when you die also easy to get angry. When you always peaceful mind person, even you die, your mind is very peaceful. So also not okay? Yes?
I don't know if you can answer this now or not, Geshe, but when in the bardo, in an ideal situation, what are we looking for?
Looking for a place to born.
Right.
Yeah.
So it depends upon one's karmic imprints, or
That time,
because if your mind is not subdued and controlled, you can just grab the first thing that's going to take away your suffering or your anxiety in there. I don't know unless you speak Spanish.
this part also not too long. Not very eons, not like that.
No.
Pardo, we're looking for something place to born. They're not Pardo, right? The person cannot block any, they can go anywhere, the walls, no one, very.
I mean, it's not like when you are a bardo being, you are not like a solid thing. So you are like apparitional or something. You go wherever.
Yeah. Wherever.
But ideally,
Ideally, I don't know even how to say ideally. the best
The
situation.
perfect,
What are
best
you looking
scenario.
for?
Siyamataba, right?
The best
Huh?
situation.
The best situation would be to Siyamataba, to go to the Pure Land.
Yeah, even you have very good motivation to, before you die, moment, then when you parto, the automatically you take the to, better life, high level. And it depends also your motivation and your karma. Then they just push you parto. Parto not too long.
Yeah.
Anyway, they look for any different birth.
I think the bardo depends on the moment before the bardo, right? So like I think it's really, that's why they put so much emphasis on preparing for those moments when you are conscious and you know who you are and the life you've just had to practice. Because whatever, it's like dominoes falling down, like whatever the last moment of this life is determines kind of the course of what's coming in the bardo, like what kind of things will come up. So if you can prepare for that moment where you're still cognizant of being you and all the things you learned in this life, before you enter the bardo where it's like confusion according to everything I've ever read, you lose all sense of yourself and it's just terrifying.
Right.
If you prepare that last moment well, then you should be okay. I think otherwise thinking about what to do in the bardo, that's like next level stuff.
I know that, but it seems like also you could just be like a pinball rolling around in there and then you'll just go out in the next slot, whatever that could be.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than having a little bit more of a control.
Yeah.
Example, you stay at a hotel here because you also book another hotel really there. When you leave the hotel, you really go to that, you already prepare that. Like that. You have very good karma. You do efforts before you die. When you parto, just go to permanent there.
Yeah.
Like that, wherever we keep the 49 days. Even if it's a longest person, they found 49 days, they found some place to burn. Therefore, first ones, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3, 4 days, they're very longest one. Even very longest, they don't find place. 49 days, they find place to burn.
Yeah.
And they can, before the 49 days, we do some place. They also look for cost to the burn, find any place.
Yeah.
So, give up.
Yeah.
Give up the name of this.
So there's like in Asian cultures, like after you die, there are different periodic observances that mark this in-between state or potential in-between state. The longest of which is 49 days. Like on the 49th day, according to the custom, like everyone will have gone to a next rebirth by then. But because the family members have these observances, even if you haven't on the 49th day, they do prayers and stuff, which creates the condition for you to fall into some life. But I think he's trying to say that that's really rare, like that someone will be wandering around for 49 days.
Okay, like that. I think now we can stop, yeah.
In your living will, did you put what you would like to be done with your body once it's technically, medically, body dead?
Yeah, I put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I just want to add one thing about the, I've heard some past lamas say that if you practice Dharma and you think about your teachers and the 3 jewels in your dreams, then more likely you'll think about that and you'll do that in the bardo.
Yeah. That will be happening, that's good. Because you are more familiarized. Because you always think about that. Yes.
And Geshe, maybe one thing that people can do as part of a daily practice is having a 9-point meditation on death. Is that beneficial?
It will be good. You can think about you are going to die, and what happened, then again die again, Usually this Tantra, they teach like that things, This is also good.
Don't get depressed though.
That's right.
But maybe
Makes you afraid.
maybe you feel afraid, But like that, okay. I want.
I know it's late, Geshe. somewhere I think I read about the 4 ways that karma manifests, and one of them is the throwing karma at the time of death. And that there's like a very complex set of rules, like last in, first out, the strongest karma, if there's not a strong karma, the latest karma. Can you just elucidate a bit? Because it seems a relevant question. Too hot? Save it for next week?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
It's gonna be long.
Okay.
I think it must be in here somewhere, all the different types of karma in the
Yeah,
karma,
Yeah, I think they will
karma
come.
section.
They will-
Come later, okay.
Yeah, they will come. Yeah, good. Think about karma is very important. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm talking about only bad things.
We need the GPS.
Yeah, this is the real GPS, you know. Yeah, I'm joking. Thank you very much. Any thought?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I get old with this kind of stuff. Trust me.